Yo, Retro, I follow you on Facebook and I noticed you have a Muhammad Ali autograph. Did you know that's one of the most faked autographs? How do you know it's real?
That's a very good question. We're going to get into that today. How do you know that autographs are real? Should you buy it or not? We're going to get into all that, and I'm going to show you a heavyweight car that is full of autographs. That if it wasn't authenticated, it wouldn't be here. But we're going to get into autographs today. So let's get into it. As you guys know, I also collect autographs, a lot of boxing memorabilia, some wrestling. When it comes to autographs, you see tons of them on Marketplace, Kijiji, places like that. There's a very important factor, certificate of authenticity. And not just from anybody, it's got to be from somebody reputable. To show you guys my Muhammad Ali, this is probably the biggest bargain I ever got, okay? It's authentic. I'll show you guys proof of why it's authentic, but I got this in an antique shop. This was my sobriety gift for a year's sobriety. It was $175, believe it or not, in this frame, okay? I asked Diane if I could put a deposit on it. We were going on a trip to BC to see her family at the time. She said it's not a good time. She went back the next day and bought it for me for a surprise. Got it for $175, no tax. So back in 1990, when you bought this, guys, you didn't get the frame, you didn't get the picture, you didn't get the nameplate. You just got this envelope. It's from a company called Gateway Stamp Company. He signed 2 runs of 10,000 of these, I believe it was, back in 1990. Mine is from the first run. You see the postmark on it. And it's to mark 30 years since he won Olympic gold in 1960. And this is silk here. Now, Muhammad Ali is one of the most faked autographs, obviously. So I did research. Gateway Stamp Company did presidential autographs. They did baseball. They did all kinds. And I found out that was legit, read up on it. And then so it came with a COA, okay, that was on the back of the frame. Now, 175, guys, my guess is that this picture was in somebody's collection that passed away. They probably bought it new in 1990 and had it framed, because it's professionally framed. And like I said, back in 1990, if you go on the Gateway Stamp website, which is still running, just this right here, it was $3.99, I believe, American, and that was back in 1990. You just got that, okay? Now, what makes this special over, say, Mike Tyson? I have a Mike Tyson autograph. Something to consider with autographs. Mike Tyson's autograph is awesome, but there must be 2 million of them on the planet. You can literally rent wrestlers now, and they just sit in the hotel room and sign and sign and sign. Ali didn't do that, so this is a special autograph, not to mention the deal I got on it. And that was from an antique shop that got it in an estate sale. It was part of an estate sale. Also, I got proof. Well, I'll show you guys. Hold on. I sent away to a guy, I believe his name is Sean Anderson. He's like a leader in Ali autographs. This guy eats, sleeps, and poops Muhammad Ali autographs, and he has samples over all the decades because his signature changed because he had Parkinson's disease, right? This is what this guy had to say about it. I knew it was real, but it felt good hearing it from him. Wow. So before we get into the heavyweight car, I'm going to show you. It's a General Lee with all the signatures, and I'm going to show you how we know it's real. Also, if you get an autograph in person, guys, always get a picture of you with the item getting it signed, because a lot of times you can't get a COA. I'm just kind of thinking of things to remember to tell you guys. But a quick story. So I was on Kijiji one time, and I seen there was a guy in the Toronto area that had high-end autographs, guys. He had Ultimate Warrior ring-worn trunks. Hulk Hogan, like trunks he wore for WrestleMania, like stuff like that, like thousands, stuff that's way out of my league, okay? One of the items that he had kind of rang a bell in my head. It was this here. Bruce Lee autograph. Okay, he died in 1970, whatever, like a long time ago, okay? And just something about that didn't come across as right to me. So this is the actual ad, guys. This thing just stunk to me for some reason. So I'm looking through it, and what really caught my eye, it would impress people that didn't know any better, was they had not just a COA, but they had a letter from a forensic examiner saying that it was real. Here it is here. Christopher Morales. The name is right on it. That looks totally legit, right, guys? Like that, it must be legit. It's got a forensic examiner on it. And there's my Facebook post. So then it gets better, guys. So then what I do is we forget that in our hands, we have a computer right in our hands. And I tell people that all the time. So it showed the name of that forensic examiner, whatever you call him. And I Googled him. Christopher L. Morales, or whatever his name was. Christopher Morales. And guess what I found on this guy? All I had to do was type the dude's name into Google, and boom. Tons of forums about this guy authenticating fakes. He was charged criminally. There's one of his fakes with a hologram on it. He was even banned from authenticating on eBay, guys. And here's this seller selling tons and tons of this stuff, all this high-end stuff on eBay. Not eBay, Kijiji. I know what you guys are thinking. Maybe the seller didn't know, right? So what I did is I took pictures of all my evidence, all the evidence I found on that forensic examiner. And I messaged the Kijiji seller. I was polite. I said, hey, sir, I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but I believe there might be a problem with this Bruce Lee autograph. And the guy that authenticated it is in court for a bunch of fraud for authenticating fakes. The guy looked at my message, didn't respond, didn't remove the ad. Then it gets worse. A really close friend of mine messages me, one that I'm not going to mention, that you guys have heard me talk about. And he says, Neil, that guy's not out of Toronto, is he? I said, yes, he is. Why do you ask? Is that the guy with all the high-end wrestling stuff? Yes, it is. My friend had spent about $5,000 with him. Got everything from ring-worn trunks from Hulk Hogan to Ultimate Warrior autographs. He ended up getting his money back, and he had to use a lawyer. And it took him quite a while, but thankfully he got paid back. But it just is, like I solved that, guys, just as easy as looking at the picture on Kijiji and Googling the dude's name that was on the forensic document. So not only do you got to get a COA, you got to make sure it's a reputable COA. Anyway, without further ado, guys, I'll show you the heavyweight car. So guys, wait till you see this heavyweight, okay? You ready? Now, it's not a silver screen, but this is how I would do it right here if I had the money. It's the entire cast. Everybody, guys. Enos, Rich Hurst, Cletus. I think even the fake Dukes, Coy and Vance are on there somewhere. But it's from a very reputable company. And I'm going to show you how we know that it's real. Because you don't want to buy something like this unless you know it's real. This sits in an acrylic usually. We have it out to show you guys. Now, I love this. This is totally different. This doesn't come with a COA. It comes with something better. It comes with these cards that show the actual card being signed. And if you look, it's from Celebrity Authentics. So Celebrity Authentics, if they say Jesus Christ signed something, he signed it. Another company, PSA, if they say Jesus Christ signed this Bible, he signed the Bible. PSA is probably the best one. I believe Mike Tyson is by PSA authenticated. I have a Roy Jones Jr. glove authenticated. I have boxing's hardest puncher in history, heavyweight history, Ernie Shavers, not Mike Tyson, not George Foreman. So Rick Hurst, Cletus. So we have Daisy, Enos, and Cletus so far. Tom Wopat, I met him in person, him and Bo, and got them to sign my TV tray and got video and pictures of it. I'll show you the tray if I could remember. Got Bo there. Huh. Even got Sheriff Little. I think that's Sheriff Little. Don Colley. Yeah, I believe he was. Got Willie Davidson here. We got a live audience. George Barris? What the hell does... Okay, I don't understand why he signed it, but there was rumors that he had something to do with the general, but I think it was rumors. Yeah, he wasn't on the show. And there's good old Roscoe. But this is a reputable company, guys. And a lot of my boxing memorabilia will come with a hologram. Just because something has a hologram doesn't mean it's real. But a lot of them will have a hologram with a number, and you go on the website and you can look. Get some glamour shots of this for Glenn maybe when it's out and the lights are out. Yeah, guys, it's a car. We got to get some glamour shots. Now, this isn't going to be silver screen machine material, guys. We know this. That hood opens nice, actually. Trunk doesn't open. Good thing. Oh, that this is a later model. The later model of these, the doors, they actually glued them shut. If you got an earlier model, they opened a lot of them. But that is a heavyweight, guys. And like I said, there's no doubt about it, it's real. Let me show you that tray. So I got this several years ago, guys, at Hamilton Comic Con. You know what's the bummer? So by the time this was at the first Comic Con, I think it was, Bo was at the first ever Hamilton Comic Con. By then, of course, Roscoe and Boss were gone. So I said I'd be happy with the three at the top signing it. I got Bo to sign it. The next year, Daisy came. But I was on opiates and I was all screwed up. So I didn't go. I said, she'll be back. Never come back. Tom Wopat. I almost didn't get Tom Wopat because I buy tickets to see him the one year. Then he gets busted because somebody said he was in a play for some high school or theatrical something. He was accused of, I guess, groping a female. And then they found a bunch of empty blow packets in his pocket of his jacket. So at this age, Luke was doing blow. So I said, guaranteed he's going to get canceled because he's not going to be allowed to cross the border. Sure enough, he got canceled. But the very next year, he came over. So I was able to get him then. But that's the next best thing. And if you get stuff, you want to get, well, check this out. I'll show you.
You want a picture, and he'll take it with his camera.
Always get as many pictures as you can, get video, get whatever you can of him holding the item, whatever. That's him with an RC car. Okay, guys, since it's out, I think I should take some glamour shots of it for Glenn, since I don't think we have any of this car. So I'm going to get some glamour shots of this, and I'll show you guys as well. I might as well, guys. Come on. Glamour shots. Look at this, guys. I got Miami Vice out for pictures too, I forgot about. If you can't afford a silver screen machines General Lee, I tell people one of these will do. This looks good on the shelf. It's not movie accurate, but it looks great. But if you're buying one of these, you're not buying it for the movie or TV accuracy, you're buying it for the autographs. And we know that those autographs are legit. It's from a company called Celebrity Authentics. They make good stuff. If they say it's real, it's real. Check that out. Boom! That takes a nice shot. So that's it, guys. That is just a lesson to be careful if you're buying autographs, because even if they have a COA, like the story that I told you guys about the guy on eBay that had he had the high end of the high end stuff that I could never afford. Well, the Ali picture, that wasn't cheap. Imagine paying for that and finding out it wasn't real, or the autograph rather. But anyway, guys, just a last look. Anybody that's interested, it's a company called Celebrity Authentics that puts these out. This has a box with it. The box is put away, but the box has a little Celebrity Authentics on the box, so you know it's all good. And they're all signed in nice, bold black. I don't know if it's paint pen or Sharpie. Could be paint pen though. But either way, gorgeous, guys. And he has them all in one haul. He's not running around the conventions trying to get it. So anyway, guys, buying autographs, just be careful. Use your canoodle. Remember that the thing in your hand is a computer as well, but you guys know that if you're retro maniacs. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. You know what I'm going to say? Hammer like for me. That way I keep these ideas coming. While you're at it, make sure you hit the bell notification. That way you're getting the most recent videos. And the most important part, guys, you know what I'm going to say next. The most important part, stay safe and happy hunting.